Hello, this is Lucha Caleb. I want to teach about liquidity. As you see in this book called Market Structure, teach about liquidity in supply and demand, in price action. So let's start right away. The forex market is a zero-sum game, which means that for a trader or institution to buy or sell one currency pair, it's necessary that there is another trader or institution with an opposite position. If smart money in bracket banks want to buy a currency pair, they will need sellers in the market. The existing facility to place their positions in the market is called liquidity. Okay, hope you got that. So I'm going to start by showing you the liquidity. Where is liquidity? Where are you seeing liquidity? I'm going to try to go to my trading view and show you where liquidity points always are and where you should find them. Okay, just keep watching so that you can get every point, you can learn everything. Okay, let me go to 1 hour time frame. I'm going to mark everywhere that I see liquidity. I'm going to mark there. Okay, I'm going to use my rectangle to mark every liquidity point. We'll start with this one. So everywhere that you see that I'm marking, that's a liquidity point. Okay, that's where the banks are placing their buy limits, sell limits, everything. Okay, hope you are getting me. Everywhere you see where the market change direction from, that's a liquidity point. Mark this. Let's mark this. Liquidity points. Are you seeing those liquidity points? This one. Are you getting everything? Make sure you watch all of this video so that you can get everything, because I'm going to give everything. Okay, subscribe if you feel like this content is giving you something or is adding to you something. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because I don't want to go further. So I'm going to show you. So this is a liquidity point. This is a liquidity point. Even in this here, I've not marked there, but there is liquidity. Okay. So how do we use this liquidity to be our what? To get good entries or supply and demand entries, price action entries. Let me start with supply and demand entries. I'm going to try to find a setup on this chart that already played out. Let me say drop base rally, base rally. I can see it here. I'm going to use my my path to mark it for you. This is a rally, then base, then another second rally. Are you getting that? So the market, okay, that's supply and demand. Okay, so we have spotted the rally, base rally. So how is this liquidity going to be? How is it going to help us to find a good zone? Okay, let me zoom out. Try to zoom out. So are you seeing this liquidity point that I marked in this rally, base rally? In our base, there's a liquidity point that I've marked. In supply and demand, we always mark this as a inverted V liquidity. We mark it like that. Try to mark it like that. Inverted V liquidity. So after doing that, in supply and demand, we mark the horizontal ray, that dotted line that you are seeing. It is going to work as our support area. when the market is coming back into the zone. Let me mark also the zone. Remember, we are focusing on the liquidity levels. I want to show you how this liquidity point, I'm focusing on this one. Let me mark this liquidity point. Let me show you. Yeah, I'm focusing on that one that I'm pointing on. That's what I'm focusing on. So this is the zone. Let me put the zone in the red or in the green. Let me put it in green to be clear. Okay, to put it in green. Done. Please subscribe if you see this content is becoming best for you. Okay, are you seeing that zone that I've marked in green? So this is the liquidity point that I'm looking at. I marked it as my inverted V liquidity. Yeah, that works in supply and demand. Okay, I marked that point or that high. Always mark the high using the horizontal ray or the straight line. You can mark using the trend line or the horizontal ray to mark that support area. So when this market is coming back into the zone, it will first tap into the liquidity point or the support area, and then to lose momentum. After the market losing momentum of selling, after tapping into the zone, it will probably change into what? A buy. Okay, after tapping into the zone, it will change into a buy. Reason why? Because it will be weakened by this support area which was made by the liquidity point up here. Hope you are getting me well. Then the market will change direction into a buy. Okay, yeah. So what will be our next step? Let's go back to the market structure book. I'm going to go through this story by story. Hope you are getting it right and the best way. The liquidity is defined by stop losses. Where the stop losses exist is where the liquidity also exists. Smart money need to activate the stop losses of existing orders in the market so that they can place their positions in the market. So we have seen liquidity in supply and demand. Okay, that's how we use it, that I've been talking about 1 minute ago. So for this is liquidity as buy stop liquidity and sell stop liquidity. How it works when the market is manipulating the moves, or when the market is manipulating the let me read this. The banks manipulate the price because of liquidity. But why? Banks negotiate large trading volumes and sometimes find it difficult to find the other side of their trades. So they manipulate the price so that they can have the positions in the market. So banks will always manipulate you so that they can get space of putting their big entries. Okay, hope you got that. Let me go into this. Liquidity types. In the forex market, there are two types of liquidity, which are buy stops liquidity and sell stops liquidity. Okay, go to buy stops liquidity. The buy stop liquidity is originated by stop losses of sell orders. After the buy stop liquidity is taken, the market reverses to the downside because banks used the buy stop liquidity to place sell orders in the market. Okay, I want to explain this. Just need one chart. Show this. Okay, this is the buy stop liquidity that I'm talking about. This is this X, where you're seeing the X, that's where the people are putting their stop loss, or this is the stop loss, the line that we are seeing here. The sellers have placed their entries somewhere here. Now they have placed their stop losses here. So the banks will always move the market further up to take out this buy stop liquidity. Then the market will change into a downside. That's why always we find that the market will take you out. After that, then to go into the right direction, because the banks have manipulated your entry. Okay, so this is the same thing. X equal highs. So most of the people will put their stop losses here. The banks will move the market, or they will manipulate the market until it hits these highs, so that they can take out your stop loss, and then they change direction, and then they move the market in the right direction after hitting your stop loss. Hope you are getting that. You may subscribe. Previous month high by stop liquidity. Let's leave that to go to give you the best points. Okay, not everything that is needed, only need. This is the same thing on the chart. This is where some people will put their stop losses on the highs. Okay, so the market or the bank will always manipulate the chart until it hits the highs, so that they can take your stop loss and you go into a loss, or you take a loss. After that, then the market will change into a downside move. That's why always the market hits your stop loss, then it goes in the right direction. The banks do that to manipulate you, so that they can get enough space to put their big entries. Okay, the same thing here. This chart, as you see, the market hit the highs so that they can put their entries, or the banks place their big entries, buy entries here, so that they can take this market up here to hit the highs. Then after putting the buy entries to hit the highs, they will remove the buy entries and put the sell entries, and then the market will start selling downside. Okay, yeah, the banks have big amounts of money. That's why they are able to move the market. If you have enough money to move this chart, probably you can move it anywhere you want. Okay, yeah. Sell stop liquidity. The sell stop liquidity is originated by stop losses of buy orders. After the stop loss is taken, the market reverses to the upside, because banks use the stop loss liquidity to place buy orders in the market. Hope you got that. Sell stop liquidity is the opposite of buy stop liquidity. So this is the same thing. The market will make triple bottoms, as you see, or equal rows of the bottoms. So most retail traders will put their buys, will put their stop losses of buy entries here. So the market or the banks will need to move this market down here, so that they can take off your stop loss, and then they put buy entries after hitting your stop loss. Then they move the market crazy up here. Hope you are getting me that. Hope you are getting me in the best way. Okay, now the same thing. Market made a low at this point X, then made a high. After the market is making this second low, instead of making the equal rows, the market first took out this low, so that they can take off stop loss of buy entries. Then the market goes in the right direction. So how can you overcome this? How can you overcome how can you get profits as long as the banks have manipulated their chart or their moves? Okay, so what should you do? What you should do is, if you see these equal lows like this, don't always put your stop loss on the equal lows, because you should have this in your mind that the market or the banks will move this market to hit the stop loss, then it moves up. So instead of putting your stop loss here, instead just put the entry here. Put the buy entry on the lows. Okay, yeah, put the buy entry on the lows. Even here, do the same thing. Instead of putting stop loss here, then or buying somewhere here, then putting a stop loss here, put the buy entry here, or the buy limit here. After the market hitting the lows, or after the banks thinking that they have hit the lows, they will be just executing your trade, and then you turn into profits within no time. Okay, yeah. If If you want this book, can comment down there. I will send it to you right away. We have the previous day low, previous, yeah. I think this is where the buy stop or the sell stop liquidity was taken out. As you see, sell stop liquidity taken. The banks took this market down here to take away this low so that they can take out buyers who were buying somewhere here, so that they can take them out and then they move into a buy. Okay. Odding row, the same thing here. So always put your buy entry just below the recent low. Okay, put the buy entry below the recent low so that you can be safe if the market or the banks are trying to manipulate the move. Okay, you'll be safe when the market is making this manipulation move. It will be just executing your trade. Instead of hitting your stop loss, it will be just executing the trade. It means you move in profits with no time. Okay, yeah, same thing here. Equal rows taken out, sell stop liquidity taken out. As you see, market hit the lows, pooh, like this. If you placed here your buy limit, you will be hitting what we call a sniper entry into all this big move. Okay, yeah, that's the best way of trading. Always put your entries on the lows or on the wicks. Instead of where you should put the stop loss is where you should put the stop loss is where where you put the stop loss always is where you should put the entry. Just do the opposite of what others are doing. Instead of buying, then sell. Okay, like here, the market was buying here. Then for us, for supply and demand traders, we will sell, and the market will sell. You need to catch the next move, not the current move that is playing right now. Okay, if the market is buying here, have to count what will be the next move. Okay, have to swing the market, have to buy somewhere here. Supply and demand traders will buy here, sell here, buy here down. We swing the market. Okay, we swing the charts. Okay, we sell here, we buy here down, because we know how the market moves. Okay, we learn how the market moves. The same to price action traders. When BSL is taken, the market reverses to the downside. When SSL is taken, the market reverses to the upside. Hope you got me right there. Okay, same thing, stop hunt, manipulation for liquidity. This will be the next lesson. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. See you in the next lesson. Have a great day.